She had the looks of a supermodel, the charm of a Hollywood icon, and a love story the world thought was picture perfect. But behind the flashbulbs and magazine covers, Christie Brinkley was living a lie that would come crashing down in the most unexpected, public, and heartbreaking way imaginable. It was 2006, a sunny afternoon in the Hamptons. Christie was attending a graduation ceremony, a day meant to celebrate achievement, growth, and new beginnings. But for her, it marked the beginning of an end. A man approached her quietly, not someone she knew, not a fan or a friend, but someone who had something to say, something that would change her life. He introduced himself as a local police officer, then calmly, he said he was the father of a teenage girl, and that girl had been having an affair with Christie's husband, Peter Cook. Christie stood still, staring, processing, disbelieving. The man wasn't yelling, he wasn't angry, he was simply a father, trying to protect his daughter and deliver the truth to a woman who deserved better. The girl was just 18 years old. Peter Cook, in his mid-40s. The affair had gone on for months, hidden behind the walls of wealth, fame, and false smiles. Christie was blindsided. There were no signs, no clues she could have followed, just betrayal, raw and real. What followed was a media storm. Tabloids exploded with headlines. The press couldn't get enough of the scandal, and suddenly, the woman once celebrated as the face of American beauty was now front and center in a public tragedy. But here's where it gets powerful. Christie didn't crumble. Yes, she was devastated. Yes, her trust was shattered. But she didn't let the betrayal define her. She filed for divorce, she protected her children, and most of all, she refused to be silent. In interviews, she kept her composure, choosing grace over gossip, dignity over drama. And now, years later, she's speaking out with even more strength, detailing the moment of discovery in her own words, in her own voice. She's not doing it for attention. She's doing it to reclaim the story. The affair wasn't just about infidelity, it was about power, manipulation, and deception. Peter Cook had paid the young girl thousands of dollars to keep quiet. He bought her gifts. He used his status to maintain control. It wasn't just a mistake, it was a pattern. And Christie? She exposed it all. She stood up, not just for herself, but for every woman who's ever been lied to, used, or betrayed. She once said, "You never really know someone until you go through something hard together or alone." And in this case, she went through it alone. But she came out stronger, not bitter, not broken, stronger. Because sometimes being betrayed doesn't destroy you, it reveals you. And what the world saw wasn't just a supermodel, it was a survivor. Christie Brinkley didn't just walk away from the wreckage, she rose from it. And that is the real story.